Well, if you can believe it, we are having an SRX broadcast split race 1 hour after the normal time. It is currently 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here, right outside of our nation's capital, and we have a race going official for week number 3 of 2026 Season 3 for the SRX series at Sonoma. Just waiting for the session to go up, and we can get a feed rolling to the broadcast in just one moment. Yeah, I figured that since the 10:31 did not go off, but the 11:30 but an 11:31 went off, why not? Like I said, just waiting for the race session to go up. And it looks like it's gone up right now with an SOF just over 1400. We're working on getting a camera feed to the broadcast in just one moment. So it looks like we got a field of 7 drivers to show up for tonight's race. And in just one short moment, we will have a camera feed to have a camera feed and the ticker working as well. So practice has just wrapped up here. And we're about to head into qualifying. So currently looking at car number 1, Ricky Paz, last season's champion, and kind of a phenom on these road courses. If you remember, last season won the very close race at Road America. So these road courses are no stranger to Ricky Paz, as he's getting the car warmed up for his qualifying run. But running the Sonoma Cup short layout here in the SRX cars. And definitely looks like a lot of fun to wrangle these things around this tight and twisty road course through wine country. Coming through turn 10 and into turn 11. Ricky Paz looking to start off his qualifying effort on the right foot, taking a wide exit to turn 11 to get the best run up possible to the start-finish line that he can. Going right across the drag strip and into turn 1. Going up the hill, trying to keep the car as balanced as he can. Pushes out a little wide, but able to keep the car under him. That's turn 3, and then down the hill into this tricky braking zone where it's very easy to lock the car up. Using up all the curb that he can, gets as close to the wall as he can. But putting up a pretty good lap right now. As he's rumbling through turns 7, 8, and 9, coming towards turn 10 right up here. So one car has looked bad fast all week. And now coming into turn 11, pivotal moment of the lap right here, keeping it nice and tidy, no lockups at all throughout the entire lap. This is going to be a good lap from car number 1. Let's see what he sets when he crosses the stripe. It's going to be a 1:17.786 right now for Ricky Paz. Still got one more lap to beat that. As well, he's getting all the track limits that he can. Almost went off track for a second. We're really ringing this car for everything that it's got. Currently second place is Chad Bremer with a 118.2. So Paz currently up by about half a second right now as he's trying to improve on his qualifying time. Into the second half of the track. Currently up about 0.2 of a second on his last lap, but that little bit of a slide might cost him. Coming through turn 10 once again, right in front of the Toyota banners. And really getting everything that he can throughout turn 10 into turn 11. See what he can set on his flying lap. Across the stripe for the flying lap, it's going to be a 1:17.576 for Ricky Paz. Still on pole right now. Currently looking at Chad Bremer just exiting turn 11. See what time he sets, 1:18.26. So about 0.6 off of pole time for Chad Bremer, but currently second right now. Andy Kirkenbauer, winner of the Knoxville SOF races, looking to improve on his result there out of turn 11. This is going to be a good time from Kirkenbauer. Across the stripe, it's a 1:17.525. New pole time. It goes to car number 2, Andy Kirkenbauer, just as practice time expires. So now that we have gotten qualifying out of the way, we can move to your starting lineup in just one moment. Starting on pole, it's car number 2, Andy Kirkenbauer. Just barely edging out the outside pole to Ricky Paz in car number 1. Starting in third, it's going to be Jordan Brinkley in car number 5. And on the outside of row number 2 in car number 3, it's Chad Bremer. Rounding out your top 5 in car number 4, it is Brody Marinko. And on his outside is going to be Bryson Brinkley in car number 7. And rounding out this 7-car field is going to be car number 6, Ryder Van Alst. 7 cars showing up for this SRX broadcasted split race. But don't write it out just based off of field size. these races do tend to get pretty hectic with these big bulky SRX cars at road courses. We saw it happen at Road America. We saw it happen at Lime Rock. So who's to say that it cannot happen at Sonoma? But starting to get the pace lap underway for a 12-lap bout here at the Sonoma Cup Short Layout. I tell you what, I think we're gonna have a great battle between Kirkenbauer and Paz. If as long as both these drivers keep it on the road, we might have a great battle for the lead the entire time throughout this race. But Jordan Brinkley and Chad Bremer both looking to pounce if one of them makes a mistake, and the whole battle for the lead thing goes belly up. It's happened before, and I would not be surprised with cars doing everything that they can for the win in a broadcasted split event, going for the win. I would not be surprised if some contact is made between the leaders, despite these two drivers being very clean drivers. Just the nature of racing, especially with these huge cars. I mean, the front ends of these cars, I've akin these things to having blind spots like football fields, especially on the dirt tracks. You try to get that right rear near the wall, and it's like you need about 200 feet of clear space to not hit the wall. And the same kind of goes for the front end. Very long front end on these SRX cars makes them a little bit prone to some understeer, especially considering their weight of about 3,400 pounds. Which should be gearing up for a very exciting race here, with 7 drivers in the field tonight. Coming into turn 11, pace car gonna pull off real soon and let these boys have at it. Coming through turn 11, pace car is in and just waiting for Indy Kirkenbauer and Ricky Paz to hit the loud pedal to kick off the first SRX broadcasted split race of 2026 Season 3. Indy Kirkenbauer hits the gas pedal, and we are green for the SRX broadcasted split here at Sonoma Short. Kirkenbauer to the lead, and Jordan Brinkley already moves ahead of Chad Bremer for the 3rd position. Everyone's singling out more or less right now, but a little bit of contact between Ryder Van Alst and I believe that's Bryson Brinkley. A little bit of contact between the two coming into turn number 2. They're going to be quite a ways behind us. Oh, we've got contact between Ryder Van Alst and Bryson Brinkley. So Van Alst not happy with Brinkley at all, waiting to see if this develops a little bit more. But it looks like Brinkley's going to try to pull away from Van Alst. And yeah, it looks like he's able to get away from the car behind. Back up at the front, Paz all over the back end of Kirkenbauer. Throughout the first lap, oh, Kirkenbauer went off hard into the outside tire barriers. Oh my goodness, I look away for a second, Paz is off, Chad Bremer's off. Holy cow, everyone's off the track. That is absolute mayhem. Indy Kirkenbauer smoking. That car is absolutely destroyed. I was thinking about going to a replay for a second, but I have no idea what the heck just happened. Let's get a replay going to see what happened to Kirkenbauer real quick, because that was nuts. Looks like Kirkenbauer just got loose and nowhere for him to run except straight into the outside barriers. This gives the lead to Jordan Brinkley in car number 5. And he's got about 10-11 laps to try and keep Ricky Paz behind him. Brody Marinko gonna do his best to try and get around Ricky Paz. But rare mistakes from Indy Kirkenbauer and Ricky Paz to just go off track like that. So already drama in the first SRX broadcast split race of the season. Paz trying to catch up to the back end of Jordan Brinkley. As we see, oh, that's Brody Marinko going off in the back in turn 10. Gets it settled. Ricky Paz looking to make a move to the inside of Brinkley in turn 11. Brinkley shuts the door in his face. So Jordan Brinkley will lead that lap. But coming into turn 3, it looks like Paz gearing up to make a move on Jordan Brinkley all over his back bumper. But Paz keeping it nice and clean, giving Jordan Brinkley more than enough room. And if Brinkley can keep Paz behind him, but he overcooks the corner a little bit, locks it up, that allows Paz to get alongside. Brinkley's going to need to really force Paz into an uncomfortable position, as that's exactly what he does. Paz almost gave him a little bit of a shot. So Brinkley trying to keep Ricky Paz behind him. Brody Marinko really needs Brinkley to keep Paz behind him so he can catch up to these two drivers. Paz trying to keep that car nice and happy. And coming into turn 11, a little bit of contact between cars 1 and 5. Paz moves Brinkley out of the way. Do we see a response from Jordan Brinkley? Normal people would say that's just stock car racing, but this is iRacing. Jordan Brinkley really making a move over the curbs. A little bit of contact with him and Paz. He's not happy about being moved in turn 11. Brody Marinko now trying to make a move on Paz. A little bit of contact with Paz. Paz has to go off. He's all the way in the grass. Tries to get it resituated, and he's going to definitely have to serve a slowdown time penalty for that. But I think he's trying to scrub it off before Marinko can get past him. Further in the back, Chad Bremer is caught up to this, as Paz trying to get rid of that time penalty. And this is allowing Marinko to stay close to his back bumper. Marinko looking to the inside of Paz in turn 11, not able to make it happen. And Paz gets a good drive out of turn 11. Marinko going to try to hold on to the back end of that one car. Maybe a little bit loose from Ricky Paz out of that corner because Marinko is still there. It's like everyone starting to play a little bit nicer, but as I'm saying that, Marinko looking to the inside of Paz. Paz shuts the door. So Marinko starting to show, starting to threaten Ricky Paz for the top spot. Coming through turn 10. Paz opening up about a 0.6 of a second gap over Marinko. Marinko a little bit sideways through turn 11. As I think Paz might have overshot turn 11 just a little bit, and that allowed Marinko to really close the gap in turn 11. Marenko still applying pressure to the back end of Paz. Marenko went off a little bit. Same with Paz. Marenko looking to the inside of Paz. Paz with a great corner right there to pull ahead of Brody Marenko. So let me swap the ticker back over to laps to go. So we got 7 laps to go, coming to 6 to go. Once they come across the stripe one more time, I think Marenko's starting to slide back a little bit. The rear tires on that 4 car, but a little bit of a lockup from Ricky Paz might offer some hope. But I think the rear tires on that 4 car are starting to go away. I tell you what, Marenko makes up a lot of time in the first sector right here. Oh, big sideways moment from Marenko. Yeah, those rear tires are not happy with how the driver of car number 4 is treating him. As he locks it up a little bit. That's not going to help him in trying to chase down Brody Marenko. Or no, trying to chase down Ricky Paz, I apologize. But now everything starting to thin out just a little bit. Got reports that something happened to Ryder Van Alst. Ooh. Give a little bit too much gas in turn 10, and the car went around on him. Coming up 5 laps to go. Ricky Paz has opened up a 1.5 second gap over Brody Marenko, and just over a 2.5 second gap to Jordan Brinkley in car number 5. And in 4th, it is Chad Bremer, the last car on the lead lap. Who seems to be more than happy with just taking care of his stuff. But I think Jordan Brinkley might be starting to catch the back end of car number 4. He's cut the gap by about 0.2 over this lap. So we might see a little bit of a resurgence from car number 5 if he can get up to Brody Marenko. Ooh, going a little bit off track. But Ricky Paz pulling away from car number 4. As you saw, Marenko actually scraped the wall a little bit coming across the start-finish line. Hopefully that didn't hurt the steering of that car too much. But everyone about 1.5 seconds from each other. As Jordan Brinkley looking to close the gap between him and Marenko, especially when Marenko locks it up like that a little bit. Definitely makes it harder for him to pull away from Jordan Brinkley. And it looks like that 5 cars right now is just handling better than Brody right now. The gap from 1st to 2nd has expanded to 2.5 seconds, but the gap from 2nd to 3rd is really closing in right now. Brinkley sends it in a little deep. Might see a move made for 2nd real soon here. As they cross the start-finish line, 3 laps to go. Ricky Paz in the lead. He just has to hold on to it. And we might have a brawl brewing for second here. Jordan Brinkley starting to put the pressure on Brody Marinko for second place. And if they battle, this might allow Chad Bremer to join in on the fun. Brinkley within 2/10 of car number 4. As both cars sideways trying to accelerate off of the curbs. This allows Marinko to pull away and allows Chad Bremer to grow ever closer in their mirrors. And let's see if Brinkley really throws it in deep into turn 11 once again. Making up a lot of time on Marinko on the entrance to turn 11. But Chad Bremer's there as well. So he's in a great position to capitalize if any of these two drivers makes a mistake. As, big sideways moment from Marinko. It's going to allow Brinkley to close in half a second between him and Brinkley. But Marinko trying to get as much speed as he can out of that number 4 car. Knows that he can't catch Paz, but he can at least try and keep second place from Jordan Brinkley. As they come into turn number 10 coming up. Right here. So coming to the white flag, it's Ricky Paz leading. All he has to do is just not make a big mistake. And this race is his, but the battle for second is really heating up on the final lap. Jordan Brinkley and Brody Marinko going at it. Brinkley really sending it into the first sector here. Do we see a late move or a nudge from car number 5 if he can get to the back end of Marinko? Oh yeah, Brinkley's really going for it. Not gonna nudge him just yet. Oh, a little bit of a shot from Brinkley sends Marinko out wide, but Brinkley not able to capitalize on it just yet. Brinkley with a big run. Marinko gonna try to force him into an uncomfortable situation, but Brinkley around the outside. Marinko sideways over the curbs. So Brinkley's going to get by Brody Marinko. And coming into turn 11, Ricky Paz is going to win this race by a margin of almost 4 seconds. As, something happened with Brody Marinko. Chad Bremer alongside Marinko. It's going to be a drag race to the line, but Marinko is just barely going to beat out Chad. And that will be your 4 finishers for tonight's event. Good win to Ricky Paz for winning the first SRX broadcasted split race of 2026 Season 3. So let's get your results up on the board in just one moment. In first, it's Ricky Paz, and then coming home in second with a last lap pass over Brody Marinko, it is Jordan Brinkley coming home in car number 5. Coming home third is Brody Marinko. Almost lost it to Chad Bremer, but he comes home the last car on the podium, and Bremer comes home a solid 4th place outing for car number 3. Ryder Van Alst was the first car to DNF in car number 6. He'll be credited with a 5th place finish. And then behind him, both Indy Kirkenbauer and Bryson Brinkley did not finish this race. Hope you enjoyed the first broadcast of the 2026 Season 3 season for the SRX broadcast split. We will see you next week when this series goes to... let me see where they go to. When this series goes to the Lucas Oil Dirt Oval Speedway next Friday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be there for some dirt track oval racing. Looking forward to seeing you there. Big thanks to Andrew Schulte and SKS Graphics and everyone who showed up to make this SRX broadcast split broadcast possible. My name is Garrett Hess. You're watching my YouTube channel, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next race. Y'all take it easy.